My story begins in a small, peaceful town, where life moved slowly, and people spoke softly. My name is Alia. I always believed that love does not need loud words. Love has its own quiet language. But I truly understood this the day I first saw Arif. Arif was shy, gentle, and a man of very few words. He worked in the town library. Every day, I went there to read, and every day he gave me a small, warm smile from far away. I would look down shyly, but inside my heart, something soft would move. One afternoon, I entered the library and saw that it was completely empty. Only Arif and I were there. The silence was so deep that even my breathing sounded loud. I was looking at books when suddenly, in a soft voice, he said, "You always sit here. Do you like this corner?" It was the first time he had spoken to me. I smiled and said, "Yes, I like quiet places. Everything feels calm here." He didn't say anything more. He just smiled gently and continued arranging books. But something changed that day. I realized that silence could also be a beautiful conversation. Days passed, our words were few, but our feelings grew stronger. I came to read. He smiled. I kept my book. He helped me. Small moments became the language between us. Then, for 2 days, I couldn't go to the library. My relatives had come to visit, and I was stuck at home. When I finally walked in on the third day, Arif saw me immediately. There was worry in his eyes, real, deep worry. He stepped closer and said, Are you okay?" It was the first time I felt fear in his voice. I said, "Yes, I was just busy at home." He breathed out slowly, almost in relief. Then he whispered, I thought maybe you wouldn't come back." Those words hit my heart like a soft storm. That is how love speaks, not through big promises, but through the fear of losing someone who means everything. Our silent friendship continued to grow. No big talks, no loud laughter, just calm, slow understanding. But life never stays simple. One morning, the news spread. The library was closing, the funding had ended, and soon it would shut down. Arif would lose his job. I saw him sitting quietly in a corner, staring at his hands. His eyes showed sadness and uncertainty. I asked him softly, "What will you do now?" He looked down and said, "Maybe I'll leave this town. There's no work here anymore." My heart sank. It felt like someone was pulling away the very thing that made my days meaningful. Gathering all my courage, I said, "If you go, what will I do?" He looked up quickly, surprised. Our eyes locked for the first time so deeply that I felt every wall between us fall. Neither of us spoke, but everything was said in that quiet moment. The next day, something unexpected happened. Arif came to my house. He looked nervous. In his hand, he held a small box. His voice trembled as he said, "I thought a lot last night. I cannot make any decision without telling you something first." He opened the box. Inside was a simple silver ring, plain, soft, just like our love. In the gentlest voice, he said, "I don't speak much, but my heart has always been with you. If you want, I won't leave this town. I will find another job. Just stay with me." My eyes filled with tears. I took the ring, placed it in his hand, and whispered, "Love doesn't need words. You understood my silence. I understood yours." He held my hands tightly. There was no music, no flowers, no big promises, just two hearts speaking quietly. A few weeks later, Arif found a new job in the same town. We got engaged in a small, simple ceremony. No noise, no show, just meaningful silence. Even today, when we walk past the old library building, we smile at each other. That empty place gave us the most beautiful story of our lives. Our love was never loud, never dramatic, but it was deep, so deep that silence became our strongest language. And this story proves one thing. True love does not need words. True love survives, even in silence.